Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. We got a daily challenge today. Lazarus, we don't know where it goes. We know where it goes. It goes to Mom's Heart. That is a small, or a short daily today. Who's done it? Luke's done it. Bear's done it. Bear died relatively quickly. I gotta give kudos to Mathis. I know he didn't reroll in the last run, but still, more power to you. Top 146, that's pretty good, man. Also, many people told me, after I was talking to them about the daily, it hasn't gone up on YouTube yet, but they're like, why wouldn't you just take Brimstone after you re-rolled? And at the time, I didn't know. I didn't know that there would be a re-roll room there. But yeah, I could totally see how, like, my run would have been definitely aided and abetted by the fact that if I had found the double key room before finding Brimstone, we would have been balling out of control. But anyway, no big deal. It was still a fun run. Sorry, I've got myself worked up here. Okay, Lazarus, daily run, Mom's Heart. General strategy, kill ourselves as soon as possible, and then be good to go. Get a lot of damage, have some spirit hearts, deal with the devil. Because we're going to only Mom's Hearts, it is kind of like the same principle as that daily from a couple of days ago, where if we can get the shovel, that's like a huge advantage for us. So, let's see if we can swing that. Doesn't have to be a shovel, could be an AWAS rune. I guess I gotta think that for dailies, items like Rune Bag or even Starter Deck might actually be like hugely advantageous for us because of that reason. If you can get an AWAS rune, do one extra floor, that guarantees you like probably being ahead of like 95% of the people who got to the same level that you're at. $3 bill. It's good. It's good enough. Some people say, like, I know Mathis is saying $3 bill is amazing. $3 bill is amazing now. I don't necessarily agree with his assessment of $3 bill to that level. And I like to fuck it up, so let's roll a little. I'm even gonna use my bomb here. Yeah, that's so much better for us! I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying that is pretty dope. So now we can kill ourselves, hopefully, and pick up Super Bandage. Well, I know that we can kill ourselves because there is a shop available here. So we'll kill ourselves, pop the pill, get Super Bandage, and be good to go. If I have to, I can go to the shop, and there's fires in there, presumably, that I can hurt myself on to kill myself and get the bonus. But I'm kind of hoping that maybe I can just get down to basically the end of this Duke of Flies fight and let it happen. Obviously, it's going to be fucking terrible for our damage penalty, but if it lets us get that damage multiplier early, I think it's worth it. We got to make sure we don't get hit twice in a row right afterwards. Okay, you know what? Hit me. Hit me. Like to get hit one more time, but I want to I want there to not be a lot of shit on the screen when it happens. There we go. Oh, we died. Oh, it's the worst case scenario that could ever possibly happen. Okay, we're good. Kill these guys. Explosive diarrhea, a little scary. What do you think about experimental treatment? I think that we probably will not take it. Come back down here. Get Super Bandage. This means we still have enough money to, or sorry, we still have our key because we didn't have to go to the shop, so we can go to our item room on the next floor very easily. And nothing out of that one. Was there a penny in this pot? A quarter for your call and all your mama's love? No, we can't get to those. Northern Lion, was that a clutch reference to the mid-2000s light rock / country breakout band from Belleville, Ontario, the Wilkinsons? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Thank you for identifying it. That feels like it's probably a library to me because it's so close to our spawn. The only way to know is to spend our key on it, but to be honest with you, I'm kind of tempted to do that because, oh, not so bad. I feel like a book is more valuable, possibly, than what we could get out of our item room. Yeah, okay. So Book of Shadows is okay. Book of Revelations is awesome, so we'll take that, we'll take that. We got a lot of spirit hearts working in our favor now, and we have cubes of meat coming, which I don't know if I'd consider that necessarily a huge positive, but it's at least something that we can plan around. We know that, you know, for our mom's fight specifically, it's probably not going to be as bad as it otherwise could be. Man, why would you keep returning to the spot where, you know, all of your companions have passed away? It seems ill-advised. No keys, unfortunately. Just keep ourselves kind of stuck in here as much as we conceivably can. I wonder if we'll be able to use that. I'm looking at the layout of the floor, and I'm like, we probably have enough time. I'm not fully sure. I hope we have enough time. What I mean by time is there's basically like enough rooms for us to actually get a regular charge before having to use the battery charge so we can get the maximum benefit out of it. But yeah, it looks like that's not going to be an issue at all, so I don't know why I was getting so bent out of shape about it. Key, please. There is a key, so that does allow us to get into our item room. Don't walk on the battery by accident. I think we got a really nice foundation for a run. Oh my god. Just walked into the fire for no reason. I think we got a really nice foundation for a run here. I don't know if, you know, remote detonator really does for me what I'd like it to do, but that's okay. I guess life goes on. We got 5 bombs. And, of course, the big deal here is actually that we're going to have our deal with the devil pretty much guaranteed here. So, ooh. I keep, for whatever reason, I'm always like, these guys explode into bullets when they die. Luckily, they don't, but it gets me every single time. How many times are we going to backtrack to this area as well? Apparently, you know, kind of too many, but maybe a secret room would be here? I think it's still there, but I don't want to waste a second bomb to look for it. I could just walk up to the other side, but that's alright. Let's get our hopefully high damage item here, or awesome defensive item before we get too worried about things. One thing I will say, I didn't realize we were doing that. Base damage, or whatever our damage is right now, is not that much over base. It's basically just the damage multiplier that we got. Could have gone for, you know, swung for the fences, David Ortiz style, with some experimental treatment pickup on the last floor, but I don't think that it's not a certainty, and it's not enough of an absurdity. It's like, hey, welcome to Jackass. This is the we're not filing our taxes prank. It's like it only has, like, negatives for us, or slight positives temporarily. So there's Ball of Bandages. We will take our Guppy item. It's okay. It's not what we want for, like, immediate benefit, but it's certainly not bad. Gives us Deal with the Devil precedent at the very least, and at most can be an integral part of our Guppy transformation. So far, so good. Check our curse room right away. No problem there, and it's a Bracano rune. You know what I was hoping for when I picked it up? I was hoping it was that Awaz rune. It wasn't. That's okay. This is a bit of a dangerous run for me, because I do find myself in a position where I'm like, let's use Ball of Bandages to do absolutely everything. As you can see, I mean, this is a little bit of an aberration because it's a champion, but our damage is not really bringing it home right now. This would be an awesome secret room. Slightly less awesome based on the fact that I hurt myself to go into that curse room when I didn't have to, but, you know, life goes on. Wow, nothing out of that special shopkeeper. Shoop the hoop. I will not shoop the hoop. Instead, I will move along. Not necessarily a bad item. Oh, that was a terrible bit of damage, though. Not necessarily a bad item, especially when we need damage. Maybe even a little bit more than defense. But we would have to, you know, be a little bit more off our rocker than I already am to get rid of Book of Revelations to pick up Shoop the Whoop. Simply because of the, you know, the opportunity cost of doing so. But if I went to our shop, maybe, instead of our library, didn't get Book of Revelations, I'd probably be like, yeah, Shoop the Whoop. It's functional. I might even be happy about it in a parallel universe. Big thing with Shoop the Whoop is if you can figure out, you know, if you can find a way, I shouldn't say figure out, but if you can find a way to use it every single room, it's like a marginally worse version than Tammy's Head. Not even like a considerably worse version, depending on how it works out for you. Well, this room originally I was like really annoyed by, but we got a nice chain reaction off the first kill and the second kill. I don't really love the idea of using our Ball of Bandages to kill the silkworms. Let's be honest, I do love the idea of it. I just don't love the actual, you know, ability of it in practice. This room went very well for us, though. We even picked up a key, which is borderline necessary. 2 keys, actually, so we can get into our item room. And maybe our shop now that we got that second key. Yet another room, and there's been a lot of them on this floor. Not just rooms in general, although there have been a few of those as well. But a lot of rooms where I can't really afford to get very close to enemies, which is always really frustrating when you have, like, predominantly your damage dealer is a single orbital. You know, one of these guys shoots a bomb, and all of a sudden we're kind of fucked. But we have to stay reasonably far away. There is a Liberty Cap drop. I kind of like it. But at the same time, oh, that was bad. I'm gonna stick with petrified poop. I'm not, like, worried. It's a different kind of concern when it comes to daily challenges versus, like, regular Isaac runs. I'm not worried about taking damage because I think we won't be able to live. It's only going to Mom's heart. You know, we do still need to be strong enough to beat Boss Rush. Can't get to the Hush as far as I know. We might be able to get to Shoal if we get an Awaz Rune or a Shuffle. That's it. So, you know, I'm pretty sure that our survival, I wouldn't be so cocky as to say it's guaranteed, but it's good, but I really don't want to take the damage just to get the damage penalty ramped up for, like, no reason, right? Please, blow up. Perfect. Okay. We are going slowly here. Like, we've definitely, on this floor, relative to our last floor, slowed down a ton. I would love to actually use a bomb. Sneak this bomb in here. Okay, it killed a silkworm. I would love to use a second bomb, and that did hit. Okay, that's important. Like, I want to be out of here by 10 minutes. That's probably not going to be realistic, even if we finish this fight right away. What could be realistic is 10, 30, 11, somewhere in there, because we do want to go to our item room still, because we're not over the top, like, overpowered or anything like that. Like, I really don't want to do Boss Rush with the amount of damage we have right now. Second Ball of Bandages helps. I had a feeling we might get a Krampus fight at some point. Two of Clubs is not really worth using in its current states. In our current state, I should say. But we can pop that down, then get Two of... Oh my god, it's so much worse! Okay, put a bomb down. Put several bombs down. This guy's gotta go. What do you think here? Lump of... Oh my god! This run's a little tricky. Lump of coal or... well, it doesn't matter. Which one would I have preferred? I honestly don't know. Wow. So 10:30 is obviously a pipe dream at this point. We could probably... Oh, we've already been to our item room. My mistake. We haven't been to our shop, but we don't need to go to our shop. Let's head down. We gotta keep running on this one. I'm very skeptical that we'll actually be able to make it to Boss Rush. I'm like 50% skeptical. Which is very when, you know, what, we've been to Boss Rush on every single run in the past, like, you know, 8 or 9 at least. Okay, so item room is of the utmost importance. A chance at a deal with the devil is up there as well. I don't really need the Spirit Heart. Like, we should be fine on our HP. We're gonna have to make some compromises to speed up. Like this boss trap room, I would love to go to, but it's not really in the cards for us right now. And I'm starting to worry less about the damage penalty and more about, like, hey, just, you know, make sure you get to the end here. You are taking some dumb damage. Like, that's very easy to note. Let's quickly look inside of our mob trap room. It's a single golden chest, which is... I'm not highly motivated to check that out. Okay, let's drop this in here. I will take one Spirit Heart. Still got our item room. And in particular, boss room, potentially deal with the devil. What would really be nice right now is if we could turn it around and get like a fallen fight followed by a deal with the devil. You know, just finish our Guppy transformation or something like that. But I like that this is, as of right now, a little bit of a janky daily, you know? Which sounds like a Star Wars character. For all I know, it could be as well. Oh, wow. 2 keys for, like, 6 Spirit Hearts? 5 Spirit Hearts, I guess. That's pretty excellent. I don't know that I've ever seen that double key room before, which is why I was so surprised when it showed up. I might not have sounded so surprised. The coffee hasn't hit the bloodstream yet. Every Wednesday, I end up, like, recording the daily so close to the actual start of the NLSS that, you know, my whole day is, like, truncated into a tiny little, you know, 8 or 9 hour block, but there is coffee beside me, so never fear, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I forget what a Luke's point total was at, but I'm kind of, you know, the damage penalty will make a difference on this run, but apart from that, and apart from the existence of, like, an Awaz Rune or something, you know, the scores are going to be within... I am amazed we made it there. We were able to make it there because our orbital was facing one side and not the other. That's really nice. It doesn't happen that way every time. The scores are all going to be within, like, a pretty standard range, I think. They're a pretty narrow range, I should say. Keep ourselves Tight to the wall. Don't give those guys a chance to get through here. This is what we're looking for. Okay. Really high damage, high rate of fire, awesome tier effect. Oh, that's huge. And I know what you might have been thinking before this room is NL. You can't be mad about not having damage when you got rid of $3 bills so early on the run. You have a very good point there. Normally, I'd prop that up as a straw man and be like, look at this straw man, straw man, straw man. No, but that's not really the case that we have here. You have a good point. I traded HP I traded survivability for damage in the reverse order. Again, coffee hasn't hit the bloodstream yet. I traded what could have been high damage for some extra survivability, and it might be coming back to bite me in the ass a little bit now that our survivability is off the charts and we could really use like the occasional Ipecac shot or something from $3 bill. Just use this. Might as well get the half Spirit Heart. Halo is pretty huge for us as well. Okay. I mean, it's a weird one, isn't it? It's like we want Judas's Shadow. We need 9 lives. Here's what I'm thinking. Like, Judas's Shadow respawns after 9 lives. But we want 9 lives to get the Guppy Dream. So maybe we take both for now. And if we find a good opportunity to kill ourselves, we take it. The extra damage would be nice, but because we're not going that deep on this run, I don't think it matters altogether that much that we get the double damage from Judas's Shadow. Especially because it might cannibalize the other damage upgrade that we have, or the damage multiplier that we have from Cricket's head. So, in a way, I kind of took this as like a compromise, but also as like a... I have to take 9 lives. That was basically what it came down to. I have to take 9 lives. So, we'll take that, and then what I could have done is taken Judas's Shadow first, tried to kill myself, come back with 9 lives, or sorry, come back with Judas's Shadow, then pick up 9 lives, but I was like, maybe we won't actually even have the opportunity to come back, you know? I'm explaining this a little bit confusingly. Here was my potential lines of play. Take both, which I did. We'll ignore talking about that, because you're going to see it on display. Take just Judas's Shadow, which I chose not to do, because it wouldn't help us become Guppy. The damage might be nice, probably would be nice, but it wouldn't help us become Guppy. Also, it would take forever to get ourselves killed to work. We might miss Boss Rush, which would probably compensate for the points that we would stand to gain. The other one was take Judas's Shadow, kill ourselves on the fire, respawn, hope that the deal with the devil exists, and then we take 9 lives. And my thinking there was, that's the ideal scenario, but we don't have any guarantee that it's actually going to work out like that for ourselves. So I said no to that one. But if that is actually how, you know, the ideal play ends up working out on this daily, more power to you. You got to have a sack and a half to get that one going on. You got to have one hell of a clitoral hood to stomach that one. Speed up. Useful. I mean, we weren't particularly slow. Is the clitoral hood the female analog of the sack? Or is that, you know, I guess typically people say like, oh, you got to have balls for that one. You got to have big ol' ovaries for that. Clitoral hood was probably not the analog, but it is, like, first off, a great name for, like, a feminist rapper. Just think about it. Oh, I'll take Skinny on Mushroom here. And, also, like, this is gonna sound like I mean this as a, like, more wordplay or a double entendre, which I don't, but it really rolls off the tongue. It's definitely the most badass sounding, like, part of the human body. That and, like, the gallbladder. I mean, the liver is pretty good, too. You can see when they named it, you know, they thought it was really important. What's this? Oh, that's the heart. I don't know. We don't really know what it does. What's that? Oh, that's the liver. It creates life. It is what drives the genesis of life. We're just gonna try to get out of this floor as soon as possible. A 3rd level Bandage Girl is great. Obviously, I mean, that's what we're hoping for. A 4th level Bandage Girl would be even better. Try to crank up anything that can do well for boss rush for us, and a 3rd level, 4th level Bandage Girl will be up there. Oh, but it's Magic Mush! Oh, I'm gonna take Ball of Bandages. Let me explain myself. First off, we already have permanent Polaroid invincibility, which could be nice. Secondly, or permanent negative, whatever the negative does, right? Secondly, I really want a 3rd level and 4th level Bandage Girl. Thirdly, I already have a damage multiplier in the form of Cricket's head, so I don't know if the one from... well, let me put it this way. I think the one from Magic Mush would cannibalize it. So we would go from like a 1.5 times damage to a 2 times damage, which is really good, but it's not like it's going to be 2 times what was already 1.5 times, which is not the mathematically most elegant way to explain that, but... You know, let me put it this way. If our damage was X, right now we're doing 3 over 2X. You might think that we would be doing 3X if we picked up Magic Mushroom, but I believe that we would just be doing 2X, if that makes sense. I think it does. If you might have to take a second to puzzle it through. I know I did. No real reason to pop Ball of Bandages right away. I didn't know that, or not Ball of Bandages, Book of Revelations. Similar. That's not marked. Zodiac. The heavens will change you. I don't even know what this is, but sweet. I'm assuming maybe random Zodiac effect every room, every floor. Sometimes we'll get Capricorn, sometimes we'll get Sagittarius, etc., etc. Let's not take that pill. We're in a little bit of a rush. You know, Bandage Girl still shoots? I had no idea. I mean, it's not particularly helpful relative to just chewing on enemies, but I'll take it. So this is where we can start to ball out of control if we can just get Guppy. That's not Guppy, but I believe in the dream. One day it will happen. Ball of Bandages still chewing. Bandage Girl at this point, no longer a ball of bandages. It's like that Britney Spears song. I'm Bandage Girl, and not ball of bandages. Used to be an anthropomorphic ball of medicinal aid, but now I'm a person who has an autonomous ability to make their own decisions. You know, it was a classic back in like '01, baby. I gotta like, you know that expression like, you know, Cleopatra lives closer to the present day than she did to the creation of the pyramids. And you're like, what? In my head, I always thought that they were both from ancient Egypt, and I equated that as like a single point in time when actually it's a, you know, a manifold amount of years, etc., etc. Like, I gotta think about that. Like, Britney Spears has been a public figure for like more than half of my life. It's like she is as old to people now as the Bee Gees were to me when she got on the scene or something like that. Think about it. Think about it. We don't need the bomb. We don't need the bomb as badly as we may need the 1 or 2 extra seconds on this mom fight. I think we're going to be fine on Boss Rush. Boss Rush has actually, in my opinion, since Rebirth at least, been considerably nerfed because of the fact that you get a battery charge for every single wave that you fight on it. Makes it a lot easier to do. It also makes it more fun as a result because it lowers the barrier to entry, so you don't just go in there with like Brimstone or Mom's Knife and, you know, just steamroll every enemy, but still. These are not Guppy items, but we'll definitely take them. Incubus is a good one. Abaddon is a great one. Incubus might even be better than Abaddon, but they're both good. We don't have to burden ourselves with the discussion. Now, out of the 2 items here, we'll take the syringe, the virus in this case, but really I'm only taking it for its syringe-based qualities. We want that not because of its ability to poison, but well, that'll be fine with permanent Polaroid invincibility, but mostly it's so that we have a chance to get spun later and get that, you know, +3 damage upgrade. There is another enemy available somewhere here. Oh, hello. The adversary already. We're doing just fine. Lots of damage done, as you can see. No real need to pop Book of Revelations, although how cool would it be if you pop Book of Revelations and you got to fight Horsemen inside of Boss Rush, guaranteed. Not that that would even be a benefit for us, but it would just be kind of a cool quirk. Okay, this is a nasty one. Stain is just super freaking annoying. If we could make him afraid, I believe that enemies that like go underground don't go underground when they're afraid, so it's a positive thing for us. A champion version of the gate needs to die because their attacks are oftentimes extremely annoying. Power just flickered in my room. That's not a good sign. I don't know why. There's construction in our area, so I'm assuming that's what causes it, but it always scares me. Like, I always get paranoid. I'm like, maybe the power company's sending us a message. Did I forget to pay my bill? Like, I had an episode probably like 3 weeks ago where I was like, man, the power keeps flickering like nonstop. What's up with that? And I checked my bill, and they're like, nah, you got a credit, dog. Don't even worry about it. And I'm like, well, now I'm mad. Who's sending me a message? Someone's fucking with the power lines. Someone's plugging their hairdryer into, you know, the kitchen one where you're supposed to put a toaster. It can't handle that voltage, man. I'm not a voltage man, I'm a voltage man. Let me handle my voltage, damn. Well, anyway, this daily is, like, it's good. I was a little skeptical, but honestly, the last few floors have, oh, wow. Well done. The last few floors have really brought it, like, we're pretty much over the top from a damage standpoint. Abaddon and Incubus make sure of that. And then, of course, the 3rd level Bandage Girl, nothing to sneeze at. Still would be nice to get the Shovel. It's still theoretically possible, albeit unlikely. Oh, maybe it's not the Gate. Maybe it's Champion Megama I hate. Either way, they're both dead, so no big deal. Monstro 2? Yeah, I remember this wave. Okay. I mean, this was the same wave that it was in Rebirth as well, but any enemy that has the chance to hit you from across the map, you take care of as soon as possible. Like, Monstro 2 should be dead. There we go. And there we go. Probably like another couple of minutes worth of waves. I think we got this one and maybe 3 more after it. Let's test ourselves. I will say, you know, we could probably make the Hush if there was the ability to do the Hush on this fight, which there is not. But if there were, I think we'd have a chance. Okay, so this is the second wave of 4 that I predicted. Just want to, you know, test myself, see if I can actually remember what Boss Rush looks like in Afterbirth. With you being broken, this is very easy. I mean, based on the fact that we've taken so little damage and handled it relatively quickly. Oh, wow, we were done already. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? Take Bumbo. Head down to our next floor. The other one was an active item that gives us, like, Charm Farts. We don't care about Charm Farts at all. Okay, let me pause for a moment. Oh, that's pretty good. That coffee's, like, perfectly drinkable right now. As far as I know, we have, like, no incentive to go fast here. I will use Book of Revelations to give us a chance at a 4th level Bandage Girl. I will admit, I had a comment come in on Twitter. Somebody said, NL, don't take Bumbo on today's daily challenge. When you get to the Womb 2, you'll see why. And I saw the comment, and a lot of people would probably consider that a spoiler. But, I looked at, when I finished Boss Rush, I looked at it, and I said, how in the world could I justify not taking Bumbo here? Well, you might as well do this at this point. It seems like it's an obvious call for us. It would just seem dishonest if I took an item that I've said many times is not very good, in favor, or, like, I took that item instead of taking an item that I've been like, hey, this item, like, saved us, like, 10 runs. This item has won us, like, so many games. Amnesia kind of sucks here. But no, just inexplicably, we're going to take these Charm Farts. You know, I think people would be rightfully suspicious about that. Moreover, if there's something weird going on with Gumbo, mix them and cook them in a pot like Gumbo. Ice Cube, 1991. But, no, if there's something wrong with Bumbo, if there's an anti-synergy or something that shows up later, I want to know about it. I want to see what it is, because as of right now, I can't imagine it. So, I do, oh, Lord. I do appreciate the feedback, and the potential, you know, chance to save me from myself, but at the same time, I gotta go Bumbo here. And hopefully, we find the problem, but we don't suffer too much as a result of it. Well, I mean, I'm thankful for the permanent Polaroid invincibility. And we will finish this floor. I don't know. Luke, I thought he was in, like, the 20,000 range. So, oh, the Emperor card. Oh, no! Well, no 4th level Bandage Girl. Alright, I mean, we're done. I guess we'll take the speed upgrade. We could just pop the Emperor card. What do I care about? I mean, I'm trying to think of why I wouldn't just pop the Emperor card. And the reason is you want to do as many rooms as possible to get maximum time. Can we talk about why I'm stomping things now? Where did this... Oh, you know what? We got Stompy for this floor from Zodiac. That's the fastest I've ever figured that shit out. Okay. Guppy item. I guess I should stop picking up money. You know what I could actually see as like a negative for Bumbo? We have... Oh, wait a minute. We got Leo. We stomp everything. As a result, we're able to get down to the next floor. Yeah, that's right. We'll give it a try at least. We certainly don't need Petrified Poop anymore, but I don't know if Rainbow Worm does enough to make me not want to use it. Oh yeah, good time to pick that up. We were just about to get a charge anyway, but sure, whatever. So I'm taking the money from Bumbo right now because I want the points. This is probably ill-advised, but at the same time, it's what's happening right now. Why take Bumbo and not feed him? Well, because I'm spooked, man. I'm a little spooked. But I also believe in the power of the crawl space. Was that ill-advised? Well, in hindsight, duh. I wonder if there's anything we could do with, like, an Emperor card. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to figure out if we have Stompy. Oh, maybe it's just, like, we get a reroll room and then we reroll out of Bumbo. So, like, you know, you'll be disappointed. Oh, we could redo the floor. Okay. Well, we will do that. Kill Mom, redo the floor. I think that's an important thing for us to do. Even though I am going to be fucking late as hell for the show today. It's 1:52, show starts in 8 minutes. God damn. I saw it, I was like, Mom's hard run? That's like a 22-minute run. No problem, dog. Let's do it. Let's compromise, okay? I'll do the extra floor, pop the Emperor card. Fight Mom's heart again. Oh, wait a minute. Get that point bonus. Well, I mean, we don't want these specifically because they're just going to cost us points that we don't need to lose right now. There was no... I wonder if we could actually get the Hush by cheating the system. Walk on this. Get your 5th room. Come back. Emperor card. I recognize that by doing this, we might be missing out on... we might be missing out on some stuff. We might be missing out on another 5 room. Maybe we could just go ad infinitum here, but... At the same time, we got our novelty. Just see if there's any special room right here. There's not. Okay, I'm going to call it quits here. Good daily, though. Oh, unless this is special. Not that special, but not bad. Sweet, so we ended up with 25,000. I think it was an okay daily. We're in 246. I think we could have min-maxed it a little bit more, but it's not bad. For now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.